Shalom and welcome to 2 Minutes of Torah. This shiur is entitled Shmitah, shiur number 12, Understanding the Signs in the Makolet during the Shmitah year. We'll address 7 signs that we may find in any given Makolet. Number 1 is Otzar Bait Din, where it identifies the fruits as Otzar Bait Din, which means that the Bait Din would oversee a field during Shmitah. They'd, so to speak, take ownership of the field, and the workers and the previous owner, who owned it till now, would just be workers to help the Beit Din distribute the fruits during the year. Those fruits would have Kedushat Sheviit, and that is a wonderful option that the Poskim hold by. And of course, the fruits have to be treated that way, the Kedushat Sheviit. Another possibility that one may see in the Makolet would be Matza Menutak-the. It's a hothouse where it's totally separated from the environment and from the ground. The hothouse has walls, has a roof, and has a plastic bottom to it, and then the plants are grown in pots, so it's separate from the land totally. Rabbi actually holds you should also sell the pots to the guy. It's not part of Israel, they can be sold. And any malacha d'oraita like planting should be done by a guy. Those are the homes that he added in. So one who gets produce like that is totally fine. Everyone agrees, almost everyone agrees. Shmitta A was not so comfortable with it, but Rabbi Yasher, Shlomo and Orbach, they were fine with the Matza Menutak-the hothouse. That's certainly a good option. Perot Shishit, one may see where the fruits are simply from the 6th year. So that's, of course, 100% fine. They're not Kedushat Sheviit, and it's from the 6th year. That's fine. Then one may see Yevul Nochrim, where now things get a little controversial. Yevul Nochrim is where it could be they're buying from Arab produce, and it's in the land of Israel. That's a Machloket between the Poskim from 500 years ago. There's the fruit that produce bought from an Arab's land in Israel. Does that have Kedushat Sheviit or not? Rabbi Paskin not. Most of Israel Paskins, it does not have Kedushat Sheviit. And the Chazon hold it does have Kedushat Sheviit. So one could buy from the Arab, but you have to treat it with Kedushat Sheviit. Well, the question over here is supporting Arabs in the land of Israel, and of course there's a range of opinions on that one. The most controversial sign one is going to see would be Heiter Mechira, where it means that the land was sold to a guy, and that has many, many issues to it. We discussed them in our previous shiurim. One may also see Aravah Deromit Heiter Mechira, where in the southern part of Israel, which itself might be south of the halachic border, and just to be extra careful, they've sold the land as well. So that is a chumrah of Heiter Mechira. They're not relying only on Heiter Mechira. So those are basically the categories. You have Heiter Mechira, you have Otzar Bait Din, you have Matza Menutak, which is the hothouse. Yevul Shishit is from the 6th year. Then you have Aravah Deromit, the southern part of Israel, plus Heiter Mechira as a stringency. Then you have Yevul Nochrim, the fruit produce from Goyim that are made in Eretz Israel, and of course you can have from Chutz Laaretz, produce from Chutz Laaretz, and that would be halachically totally fine, but there's no Kedushat Sheviit, obviously. And then one has to get into the economic question where you're not supporting the Jewish farmers. Do you want to support the Jewish farmers in Israel? Do you say it's Shmitah? They should be resting. That gets into a lot of hashkafa and other halachic issues as well. In terms of the list of priority, Otzar Bait Din certainly is high up there according to everyone. The hothouse is a very good option according to almost everyone. 6 years is a good option according to everyone. From Chutz Laaretz, then get into the question of supporting Jewish farmers here or not. Heiter Mechira, of course, is a raging controversy about that. Aravah Deromit is certainly much better. And those are the issues involved. Everyone will have to talk to a posek to discuss what the priority should be on the list over here. And always remembering that follow one's posek, and hopefully one can understand with these this guide over here, hopefully one can understand his trip to the Makolet and see it's really not so confusing. Shalom.